Hey guys, it's Josh Reviews. So I watched the movie today. You know, it's funny, really. It's honestly funny. I have so many. Gosh damn it! I got like so many fucking Christmas movies I could be watching. Right? I got so many. I don't know what to do with them. But I chose to watch Santa Isn't Real. Okay, so again, this movie came out last year. I thought about checking it out, but you know what? Last year, I think I played it really safe. I wanted to make sure that I wasn't suffering while reviewing movies. So last year, I decided to look at movies that I've covered before, while also looking at a small, you guys know what I reviewed last year. You guys need an update. Anyways, but yeah, so I could have, reviewed any of these. But instead, I chose to review this one. Okay, I watched this one. I'm out of it. So this movie, it's about a girl who, I think Christmas Eve or some shit, she gets attacked by a man in a Santa mask, or I'm sorry, a man in a mask and a Santa costume. Basically slits her wrist and she gets into a coma, and I think it's explained like 3 years. Either 3 years or whatever, but she's in a coma for like a year or whatever. And she wakes up and she's like, oh, what happened? And it's like, oh, you were in a coma. And because, the thing was here, everyone assumes that she just automatically slit her wrist and she tried to commit suicide. Which, by the way, I don't care about that word. It is a word that I'm using. Okay? I'm just describing the events of the movie. So everyone assumes she's trying to commit suicide. That's not what happened. So she tries to plead her case that Santa tried to kill her, and everyone's like, huh? What? And she doesn't want to spend Christmas with her folks, so she decides to spend Christmas with her boyfriend and 2 of her friends at a cabin in the woods. By that point, people start dying, and it's like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Santa, has he come back? No, he hasn't come back. No, this movie's very, very fucking boring. Next to nothing happens in this film. Look, man, I get it. It's a slasher film. Not a lot really happens in slasher films. But even then, you can still find a way to drag out the plot. I mean, movies like Thanksgiving and the Halloween trilogy have done that perfectly. Halloween Kills was a bloody, brutal slasher, but it also had themes with like mob mentality and the fear Michael has on a town. It had themes. Ends, I don't know what I'm talking about, Halloween, but whatever. Ends wanted to explain like what happened when evil, actually, it's a good thing I did bring up Ends, because this movie kind of has a little in common with it, more than you think. But that movie chooses to tell like how evil can be transferred into someone, or if evil's just been lingering inside someone for God knows how long, just waiting to get out. Basically having someone be pushed over the edge. Well, I'm just going to spoil this movie because I don't care. You guys can leave it at that. Or take that if you will. I don't give a shit. So it's revealed that the main girl dressed up as Santa and started killing people. It wasn't like she truly believes that Santa, attacked her, and as the audience we see that happen to her. So it's like we know she's telling the truth, but I guess it's because no one believed her story. And on top of that, her boyfriend, she finds out that he was cheating on her, and she's like doing this out of revenge, or I don't know. It's very poorly explained. It's poorly executed. I mean, for the majority of this movie, nothing happens. It's just the characters just talking about random useless junk. I guess the one girl. Okay, I do want to point this out. I thought this was funny and clever. One of the girls is Jewish, one of the girls is Catholic, and the other is a supportive atheist. Like who, you know, it like is it like she's not, I don't want to say like an atheist who's like, you know, oh, you're wrong. Like she was saying like, you know, you believe in God is good and that's great. In fact, it actually leads to a genuinely funny conversation where I don't remember the names, but it's the atheist and the Christian. They're talking about like their faith, about her faith, and she's like saying like, you know, well, I believe that she saw Santa. Why can't you? And she's like, well, because, you know, Santa isn't real. And she's like, yeah, well, you believe in a God that you can't see. And she's like, yeah. And she's like, so why can't you believe in Santa? And I don't know. I just thought that conversation was funny. That was funny. And she's the only character that I genuinely liked, because all the other characters I could not give a shit for, which sucks because in a movie, I want to like characters before they inevitably meet their end because I want to feel attached. I didn't feel attached to any of them besides I know I don't want to, you know, call her the atheist girl, but that's literally her only personality trait. I mean, she cares for her friend, but we don't really see that explored enough. None of the characters are fleshed out. They're just meat bags to get killed. But even then, like, the kills are awful. Like, I'm not joking. This movie is an hour and 19 minutes, I think. Not even that. I think it's shorter. I think it's like an hour and 16. The kills don't even happen until the last 15 minutes. It's unbearably boring and long. I mean, I guess the actors are fine. Like, they're doing a serviceable job. I wasn't, like, rolling my eyes like, oh, my God. I was rolling my eyes in, like, disbelief that, like, we're still going on and we haven't, like, gotten anywhere in the plot. Like, okay, you have a perfect setup. You know, you believe Santa's real. Santa attacked you. Okay, cool. The design for Santa is really very poor, but I get what they were going for. They were trying to go for, like, Santa wears a mask to kind of hide the identity of Santa, I guess. That's what I got from it. But even then, they don't explore the idea of Santa actually existing. They don't explore that enough. It's just because at the end of the day, they just kind of go with the main girl was the Santa killer. And it doesn't make any fucking sense. I was just like, what? She's the killer? Okay, yeah, that's what I predicted, but at least with Halloween Ends, they gave some sort of explanation as to why Corey Cunningham becomes the new Michael Myers. They gave an explanation. You can like or dislike that movie all you want. They gave a reason and motivation. Besides, like, her boyfriend cheated on her and no one believes her story. That's it. How do you flip on a dime from like, oh, no one believes my story to I'm gonna kill people and start acting like a homicide, like homicidal maniac? I don't get that. Nothing's explored in this movie. Nothing's fleshed out. None of the characters are interesting besides the one girl who I mentioned. I mean, I don't really know. This movie's just really boring. Why do I watch movies like these? I'm gonna give this movie a D minus. It's not like the worst thing ever, but it's not good. So, I hope the next movie's better.